Did you know that employee turnover in the cleaning industry can be as high as 75% annually? Studies and industry benchmarks suggest that the cost of replacing an hourly employee can range from 16% to whopping 20% of their annual salary. For cleaning business, where wages might be relatively lower compared to the other industries, but turnover is super high. Even the lower end of the range represents a significant expense. Let me give you an example. If an employee, your cleaning employee, earns $30,000 annually, the cost of turnover for that employee could be $4,800 to $6,000 per employee. And that is because of the recruiting cost, training cost, loss of productivity, administrative cost, impact on the morale of the rest of the team. Not to mention that by leaving, your employee has a potential of taking your customer with them, or your customer may altogether cancel out your service agreement because now you're not able to place this employee, or this employee did so bad service before he or she left that it impacted the customer's image of your company in the customer's eye. So the cost and the blow of an employee leaving can be detrimental. By mastering effective management techniques, cleaning business owners can significantly reduce the turnover and increase profitability. So let's dive into how you can achieve this. We're going to go over how to hire the right team. We're going to discuss effective delegation strategies, how to set up payroll, how to manage work hours and attendance, use technology to enhance your cleaning business operations, how to maintain professional standards, addressing potential liabilities, and how to increase your employee retention so they stay longer with your cleaning services company. So let's go into the building the right team. And before that, I'd like to bring up a little bit of story. When I started back in 2009, I thought people should be replaced with positions. To an extent, it is true, but I was wrong by the fact that I did not pay attention and value the employees as much as I needed, because I had no idea about the turnover cost and potential complications and negative impact it can cause to my business, which it did. And I'm hoping with this video, I will help you avoid some of those traps so your cleaning business can keep flourishing. In 2009 and 2010, I was ignorant. I thought I got it all. I came to America, I have a business, and now I have achieved my American dream. Little did I know that very soon after, employees started to walk out on me, and it started to cost me more, including losing potential customers that some walked away with them and some just didn't want to retain. Plus, my focus was now completely disoriented because I was thinking, hey, I didn't need to worry about these accounts, but now I couldn't focus on selling new accounts because I had to focus back, literally bring the employees, the new ones, train them and place them to an account. So it is a nightmare. And if you can avoid, please do that. Whatever you can walk away with through this video should help you to bypass the frustration and keep on focusing on your business, because as a business owner, your job is what? Keep on growing your business. So building a strong foundation for your cleaning business, start with hiring the right team. Because this is a cleaning business, right? It's not a software as a service or not a software business. Whatever we do up to now, our main labor force executes. We're boots on the ground service. Therefore, we need more boots and the quality ones on the ground that are representing our company. Therefore, it's crucial to create detailed job description when you start hiring and use targeted recruitment strategies. Ensure all new hires receive a comprehensive employee handbook and clear contracts including non-compete and non-disclosure agreements to protect your business. And those contracts can be started of putting them. If you don't have one, go to AI such as ChatGPT, give the proper prompts, get the agreement. When you have this, go to Legal Shield or a legal attorney, and now instead of telling them, hey, put this together for me, just tell them I have it, review it, tell me what I need to improve. That's how you save while being compliant with your state and local jurisdiction. As far as hiring, you could use, of course, ZipRecruiter or any Facebook jobs or any other platform, but I was successful finding people in the local ethnic markets, stores, grocery stores, or going to, for example, in a mall, approaching cleaners if they look neat and they were doing good work, and I would approach it and I'm like, hey, would you be interested in a part-time job? Or grocery stores that are cleaned And at night, those guys that usually clean them, they want part-time jobs, additional source of income in the daytime. And I know this because I was one of them for a long time. So just approach them, see wherever you see cleaners, go to local places. I've got a separate video how to find and hire and delegate and how to get the cleaners for your cleaning company. Check that out if this video doesn't fully answer, because I don't want to stay too much on this topic as it's overall arching about employees, how to protect your business, and I want to breeze through this as soon as we can. So begin, when we talk about delegation, whenever you delegate, remember, you've got a pyramid, right? And you staying on top of it. You want to start delegating from the top coming up. The tasks that take most of your time as a business owner, you should get off of your plate. Begin delegating tasks from the bottom up, starting with the most basic and gradually increasing responsibility as employee demonstrate competence. This approach will help you build a trust and verify that the tasks are completed to your standards. Use tools like Trello, Asana for task management, or keep track of progress and accountability. And when you do that, cleaners, try to promote them. If they become a better cleaners, promote them, make them supervisors, make them managers. If they show an interest, move them out of the cleaners and put them to the office. Let them see that there's a potential to grow within your company, so they don't have to be looking for new employment opportunities. Have them bring in their friends and family, because if this is a good person, they surround themselves with alikes, because alikes attract alikes. So if they get you other people to come in and work, likelihood these guys are good enough as this guy is increasing. So get those people close to them. When you're, in my case, I needed to outsource first cleaning so I could focus on office calls, contracts, social media, marketing, business development, etc. The next thing I start outsourcing is admin tasks, because now they start taking up too much of my time. And if you don't have funds to bring in somebody full-time to sit in your office, you don't have to do it. We are in economies of scale, and you have access to outside of the country resources such as Upwork and Fiverr, where you can find VAs that can take the phone calls for you and then help handle the admin task. And the beauty of it, they're not on your payroll, you're not guaranteeing a workload for them, and they work as needed. You can assign tasks. They speak well English. The infrastructure in other countries has developed so much so that there's no lag time. They normally work in US time. Your job is to make sure that you pre-screen them well and train them well. But overall, once it's done, it'll help you so much so to get the things off of your plate so you can start focusing or focus more on developing your business. So the next, let's touch base about the payroll, because that's something, when you have W-2, we're talking about employees that are W-2, they are on your payroll. We're not talking about 1099 subcontractors that are not on your payroll. So implementing a reliable payroll system is essential for your cleaning business. It ensures that your team is paid on time and accurately, of course, which is crucial for maintaining morale and legal compliance. So there's software. Our CPA moved us to Gusto. That's what we're using, or QuickBooks you can use, are excellent choices for payroll software. If you need a link to try out Gusto, I'm going to drop it, an affiliate link, and I believe they give you like 2 months free to try them out if you like it, or $100, but the link will be down below. I'm not a CPA, I'm not a bookkeeper, but I can tell you that my CPA and my bookkeeper are not complaining, which tells me that something Gusto is doing it well. But do your own research. There are other softwares that can offer payroll as well, ADP and Paychex. So there's a bunch of them. Some of them come in with like clock in, clock out systems and etc. So evaluate all of that when you're evaluating which software you're going to use, and make sure that they integrate with other business systems to handle tax issues that you might have seamlessly. So now let's talk about managing work hours and attendance. Accurate time tracking is key for efficiency in our cleaning, and you need to know when people are there and when they're out, because it's legally, you have to, as an employer, pay for every hour that employee works on your behalf. For that, you need to be able to clock them out and clock them out. So utilize digital time clock such as Time Doctor or Clockify, and there's a gazillion of softwares that do it, and establish firm policies for clock in and clock out, and those policies must be outlined in your handbook. Supervisory checks, and have them check it, and performance checklists should be part of your routine management to ensure you adhere to service standards. And in that case, what you're doing is you have clock in, clock outs. We had instances when people that we hire were not at a position and or their friends and family members were checking them in and checking them out. So therefore, it's normal and expected that someone might try to cheat the system. So if you have a trusted supervisor, go drop by on them once in a while. If you have access to cameras, then you can check that. Or you can go and stop by yourself as well to verify that. Some of the software you install on your phone and it gets the GPS location of the person, and they are not able to, within the outside of the perimeters of that building, they're not able to clock in and clock out. So that could be one of the pluses. Sometimes customers will have their on-site people and they can have a manual sign in and sign out. So that's like a second layer of verification. What I also like to do is you provide them a code to clock in and clock out. I like to get the last four of their social security number, so they're less likely to give it away to their friends and co-workers because it is their personal information. People don't really like to give away the last four of their social security. So those are the things hopefully will help you. But again, dropping by, if they don't know that you're going to drop by and you do it consistently once in a while, then that will help you. Use technology to enhance your operations, which is super important. Encourage your team to take before and after photos of their cleaning jobs using smartphones or a tool like Jobber, which helps manage jobs, scheduling, and documentation. What this does, it's got the multifold purposes. It verifies that the presence on site, that your people went there and they were there because you have before and after photos, helps resolve any disputes you might have with cleaners. We actually had this with customers where a customer would say, hey, I noticed your team didn't clean it. And I'd go to the team and I'm like, they would provide the photos and I'd send them back. I'm like, look, we actually did clean it, but looks like somebody from your team used the facilities, like restroom in this case, and look how they left it. And that would just like put you on a completely different ballpark. Now customer trusts you and know that you do the work, and the deficiencies on their side, now they have to look into that. But also those photos can be used to repurpose for marketing on social media, and people like content, especially before and after photos. Additionally, you can implement GPS tracking with apps like Fleetio or GeoTap. Those can optimize routines and ensure accountability. So there's a lot of apps and techniques you can go or look into. One software they can provide, most of them. One that is perfect for cleaners, I don't know yet, because we use multiple softwares. And if you need me to put a video about softwares that we use, not just to manage employees, but also to get the leads, how to follow up, how to invoice, how to get collected, how to stay safe, then I'm happy to put a video. Just let me know in the comments. And then maintaining, let's talk about maintaining professional standards. Uniforms not only promote a professional image, but also foster a sense of team and unity and increased trust in a customer's eyes, letting them know this is a professional company. I can trust them. It's like the same with when you go with a truck or vehicle that is branded with your company. It won't guarantee you get the job, but it will let the customer know that you are a legit company. You are there to stay. And it also provides, so therefore, like provide all necessary tools and supplies to prevent wear and tear and personal items. This also ensures that every job meets your standards of quality and efficiency. So the more people see your brand in the street, let's say you're residential and each time you park next to one house and go in and get out and do the work, then the neighbors will start noticing you. Then the neighbors will ask the homeowner, how is their cleaning service doing? And if you're doing good, then this is the source of your referrals. Another way to get referrals, I know I'm deviating a little bit, is whenever you go to a place, especially with businesses, it works well. If you're cleaning one location, have a goal of knock the doors or slide your sliders under 5 other doors. Every time you go, you will see its compound effect. Eventually, you will start getting the calls that have a high potential of turning into customers for your cleaning business. So let's talk about addressing potential liabilities. And if you're liking so far, do please like. So to ensure your business exposure to liability and comprehensive insurance coverage is required, so you have to have this, including general liability and workers' compensation. And that insurance part can get complex. I actually have a separate video. You can watch it after you finish this one, because in the state of Maryland, if you're a single person, a sole proprietor, you don't have to have a workers' compensation immediately to get started. In my case, I didn't have it until I was required to have it, until I started hiring people, and my customers said, dude, I'm not gonna pay you until you have a workers' compensation because it gets expensive. General liability gets audited, or both are, but general liability you pay per thousand you spend a dollar amount. smaller amount. In a workers' compensation, you pay from 100, you spend a dollar amount. So when you get audited, there's more paperwork. And then you will need to regularly review and adjust your insurance policies to cover aspects of your operations as you grow. And you need to be proactive about strategy training to minimize workspace incidents such as employee safety manual. Check with companies like Next Insurance seems like to be popular. I can put you in touch with my insurance company and provider that can help you to quote your business if needed. Go to ans.com, under contacts, fill out the form. Let me know if you need the formal introduction and I'll do it, because when it comes as a formal introduction from me, the other person knows what they're looking for, and it's a more welcomed introduction and a slightly better service and hopefully better rates for you, the cleaning business owners. How do we retain them? You want to offer competitive wages, of course. You want to give benefits when you can, and you don't have to start with the benefits, and opportunities for advancement, the stuff that I mentioned, to keep turnover low and morale high. So if they want to keep growing within your company, let them do it. If they want to bring family members and work, let them do it, especially if they're working well, because you want to keep that person happy. The happier that person is, the happier the customer, because the service is being nice, the longer the customer stays with you, and everybody gets paid, including you or me as the cleaning business owners. Positive work environment where employees feel valued and can provide feedback. So be open-minded, and then do the regular training and development initiative should be a sample to encourage growth and commitment. One other thing that really helped me with my business when I was growing it is treating people, cleaners, like equals. I know, and my cleaners know, those that help me, that I know who they are, who their family members are, what challenges they undergo, what obstacles they have now, are they happy, do they have weddings? So I'm always in touch with people. Of course, I can't monitor every single employee we have, but the core personnel that started with me, I know them, and I manage them so they can manage the rest. And it's like a waterfall effect, starts from the top. I have an open door policy, for example. Even when I record these videos, my door is open. The staff can come in, and I treat them well. And whenever you do that, they see it. They do the same to the rest, and to the rest, to the rest. And it's a waterfall effect, and people are happier. There are instances when my cleaners come to me and like, John, look, this guy wants extra services. He said how much it would cost. I didn't give them a service. I said, go through the Mr. John. So that happens a lot. Or when other companies approach them, they're like, no, I'm already happy. Or another instance is like, I don't want to work for myself. That's not what I want to do, because I'm happy where I am. And the longer we keep them as employees, the better it for us and more profitable it gets. I will see you inside of this video, and keep on crashing your businesses. Bye for now.